Hey ladies and gentlemen, it's Popeye from FederalJack.com and Down the Rabbit Hole. Just wanted to put together this short video really quick to show you how bad of a liar Piers Morgan is. Last night, September 16th, 2013, Piers Morgan went on his broadcast on CNN and used the latest shooting at the Naval Yard to demonize AR-15s and try to get people emotionally riled up about it. And you can see. And it was talking points because he kept saying, no, he legally purchased an AR-15. And even one of the guests said, first of all, we don't know if he legally purchased anything. We don't know if he stole it. We don't really know anything. And he said, no, we know he legally purchased it at a store in Virginia. Well, he did legally purchase a firearm, but that was a shotgun that he purchased. It was not an AR-15 rifle. So if they knew that he legally purchased it at a store in Virginia, he's knowingly lying to you because there was no AR-15 involved. The weapon that would have been traced back to the guy was a shotgun purchased at that store. So in order to know that he purchased it at a store, they had to know that it was not a AR-15 but a shotgun. And that means that they changed it to fit their agenda. So Piers Morgan and his crew are nothing but liars. And we already know this, but this is a prime example of it. First, I'm going to show you the Piers Morgan clip where he keeps saying AR-15, AR-15, AR-15. The reason I want to go through this and show you this is because if I take the few minutes to go over this with you guys and I show you this, then you'll be able to see through the BS. You'll be able to, like in They Live, put on the Hoffman sunglasses, and you'll be able to see through all the crap and the lies. So here we go.
Joining me now, three men who disagree with me. Richard Feldman, president of the Independent Firearm Owners Association, also Ben Ferguson, CNN political commentator, and John Lott, the author of More Guns, Less Crime. His new book is Dumbing Down the Courts. Welcome to you all. Ben Ferguson, just reading your tweet 11 minutes ago, you said, Piers Morgan thinks the gun used today is the problem and should be banned. I think today is proof that anti-gun ideas are a total failure. How on earth do you justify that tweet?
Well, look at D.C. First of all, in D.C., you're not allowed to own any semi-automatic rifle. It's been against the law for a long time. So this gun shouldn't have been there based,
where did he buy the AR-15?
Well, we don't know where he bought it.
Where did he buy it? No, we do know where he bought it.
We don't know. We don't know if he, first of all, you're assuming,
it has emerged.
You're assuming
Ben,
he bought it.
No, I can't let you. I can't let you go on. No, he didn't steal it.
Why can't you let me go on? Do you know that he bought it?
Because I'm telling you a fact, Ben. He bought it legally in Virginia. Legally in Virginia. This is the problem with America's gun laws. It's not legal where he did the act. It's legal round the corner. There's no federal ban on AR-15s, so that's why they keep being used. Okay, I'll tell you what isn't working is the failure to do anything to even clamp down on AR-15s. But the real problem, though, isn't it, John Lott, and you and I have debated this after almost every mass shooting in the last 3 years, is that you guys just never accept that the gun itself can ever be part of the problem. In fact, your answer to all these shootings is arm more people. Now, let's take what happened today, because the NRA has been curiously silent today. NRA doesn't want to say anything about this, and here's why. Because the Washington Navy Yard is heavily secure. It is crawling in armed security people, armed police. And yet it was still infiltrated by a man with a legally purchased AR-15 who just committed the same kind of atrocity as we saw at Sandy Hook and Aurora. And yet I'm sure, John Lott, you're going to explain to me now why the solution is not to deal with that gun, which keeps being used to do these atrocities, but is to arm even more people in that building.
And some of those civilians should be able to protect themselves.
They're not military people, they were civilians. Well,
but if they're law-abiding citizens,
by a man with an AR-15 assault rifle. I've got to leave it there. Yeah. Look, we have this debate every time. I want the day to come when we don't have to have this ridiculous debate time and again in America. AR-15 killing multiple Americans. I just cannot have this debate anymore. It is ridiculous. Do something about it. And the three gentlemen just came on. Think about your position. Think about how it helps save American lives, because it doesn't. More guns is not the answer. Anyway, we'll leave it till the next time, because there will be a next time.
Breaking news for you. We have some new information from NBC News' investigative unit about this ongoing investigation into the mass shooting at the Navy Yards. According to law enforcement sources in Washington, authorities tell NBC News that they have located Aaron Alexis's rental car. in a garage across the street from the building where the shooting occurred. Authorities are in the process of obtaining warrants to search the car and to search the hotel rooms of Aaron Alexis and his fellow contractors at the Residence Inn where they were reportedly staying in Southwest Washington, D.C. These same sources tell NBC News that it appears this is about how the incident actually went down and maybe getting at some of those difficult questions we've been asking about how he got access to this secure facility. These same law enforcement sources in Washington are now telling NBC News that it appears that Aaron Alexis entered the building armed, and that one of the first persons who was shot was the security guard at the entrance. It is believed that Mr. Alexis then took the guard's sidearm and either picked up the assault rifle from a safe/cabinet nearby, or the guard was also armed with the long gun. So as Pete Williams was suggesting earlier this hour, having one weapon when he approached the building, shooting a security guard and taking either one or two guns off of that guard or away from that guard post. Evidence collection teams said to be expected on the scene throughout the day tomorrow. They still are determining the number of rounds fired. But again, the two pieces here of information are the reported locating of the rental car in a garage across the street from the building where the shooting happened. And at least reports from law enforcement sources in Washington about how accessing the building may have happened, including with those weapons.
In regards to the weapons used by Mr. Alexis, there has been a lot of information circulating in the media over the past day. Once again, we caution against obtaining information from unofficial sources, and we ask that all inquiries be directed to the FBI. At this time, we believe that Mr. Alexis entered Building 197 at the Navy Yard with a shotgun. We do not have any information at this time that he had an AR-15 in his possession. We also believe Mr. Alexis may have gained access to a handgun once inside the facility and after he began shooting. As previously mentioned, Mr. Alexis had legitimate access to the Navy Yard as a result of his work as a contractor, and he utilized a valid pass to gain entry to the building.
Remember, it's better to tell the truth.
And that's no lie. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.